Hi, this is Dana, and welcome to my channel, Dana Loves All Books. This week's video is going to be an update to my TBR list. I think you'll find it interesting, so join me in the rest of this video. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please become a subscriber if you aren't already. The first book on my list to be read was The Quickie by James Patterson. And I'm finished about 17% of the book. I did have to download the book from Amazon to my Kindle application to read. I didn't understand about the downloads from Google that they only give you a certain portion of the book that you're reading. And if you want to keep on reading, of course, you have to obtain the book or go to the library and check it out. So I did have to download that book. And like I said, I've read 17% of it. I've still got approximately 3 hours reading left. It is very interesting so far and has captured my attention. The next book on my to-be-read list is another book by James Patterson called The Murder House. And I have not started to read that book yet. And the same about that book is I thought that you could get it from Google and you would have the whole book, and that's not the case. In order to read the whole book, you do have to purchase it or go borrow it from your nearest library. And both of those books I got as a suggestion from Peter's book club. He also has a booktube channel called Peter Likes Books, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, I'll leave a link to his Goodreads book club channel in case you want to participate in that. It's very interesting and very challenging. He's doing a year's worth of murder mystery reading, and very compelling books he's selected to read. The next book that I have started to read, and I got that through Amazon, I have a physical black and white copy of the book, or a copy of the book, is called The Good Neighbor by Maxwell King. And that is a book about Fred Rogers, who was Mr. Rogers on his PBS channel, and that is a very, very interesting book. So far, the thing that jumps out at me the most is Mr. Rogers, or Fred Rogers, was an only child, and he grew up in a family of wealth and comfort. I want to insert on my to-be-read list is Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. I have not started to read that yet, but I have ordered it and am expecting the copy of the book to be received any time now or this upcoming week. I have viewed that, and it's called The True Cost, and it was a 92-minute movie on Netflix. And if I had to rate this, I would give it a 2.5 out of 5. And the reason was because I had to watch it twice before I was able to complete watching it at all. Because even though it gives some very important things about the clothing industry, and how when we buy clothes from places like Walmart and other big box stores, how many sweatshops and the condition of the sweatshops, which are not good, that those clothes have came from. I really couldn't recommend you watching this is I had a hard time staying engaged in the movie. Like I said, I had to watch it twice in order to complete watching it. And 2.5 out of 5. And the last thing on my to be read list is the Good Housekeeping May June 2019 issue. And I have not read it yet, but I did download it. And I'll leave the link in the description below. And next, I'm going to give you a list of books that I'm also reading right now, in addition to my to be read list. Okay, the next book that I'm currently reading, or I guess I should say referencing, is called Changing Seasons, the Macrobiotic Cookbook, Cooking in Harmony with Nature by Evelyn Cushy and Wendy Esco. And this is a repurchase of a cookbook that I used to have many years ago. And I'm using it to help get back on a macrobiotic diet and way of eating. And this suggests that you eat in cooperation with whatever season and whatever area you live in. So right now we're in the summer season, and so the idea behind the book is you eat the vegetables and some fruits for the area you live in. Primarily, it is a diet based around grains, whole grains. The next book is also what I would call a primarily reference book, is the Macrobiotic Kitchen and 10 Easy Steps, Balanced Eating in the 21st Century. And it's got by Gabrielle Cushy with Miso Cushy, with a foreword by Dr. Neil D. Bernard. And this suggests a plan of how to convert from meat eater's kitchen to a microbiotic kitchen in 10 easy steps. And I've read some of this book, and I don't know that I agree with everything they say, because their first suggestion is to start cooking green leafy vegetables, and I don't know how good that would go over in the household which I'm currently a part of. Another book that I'm currently reading was a suggestion by a friend and fellow YouTuber, and she suggested Edible Wild Plants, Wild Foods from Dirt to Plate by Dr. John Callis. And this book so far has been excellent, and it has given me the confidence that I think I'll need to go out and forage for wild plants and not poison myself or my family. I'll leave the link to this book in the description below. Okay, that's my update on my to be read list for June and July, with the addition of which books that I'm currently reading or using to reference as in the two macrobiotic cookbooks. I thoroughly am enjoying the other reading that I am doing on my TBR list, and I hope you'll go to the video I did of that, and I'll leave a link to that below. And please remember to be kind to each other, and we love you. Happy reading. Bye.